Hi everyone, this review is for fresh, clean air type scents. These type of scents I kind of categorize into three subcategories. There's the fresh, clean air type scents. There's the watery type scents. And then there's the cotton or the laundry type scents. So today I'm only doing the fresh, clean air type scents. Sometimes it's a little difficult to differentiate these between the different subcategories, but when you have as much wax as I have, you really have to subcategorize them. So as a description, the fresh, clean air scents are just like it says. They're very fresh, breezy, maybe an ocean air or mountain air, very clean, but yet not soapy, not like laundry, because then that's considered more of a laundry subcategory. The water subcategory is more of a little bit of a sweet, almost like a thirst quenching type scent. Really can't describe it. You'd have to smell the difference. The watery scents are definitely a little bit sweeter, and you can almost smell the water. So these are just the air, the fresh air, clean air type scents. So I'm going to go through each one by one. I'm going to open them up and describe each scent. Okay, so the first one we have is Sensational Starry Sky. The label says, spend your nights stargazing. And the scent is very clean, very fresh, maybe a very slight cologne note and a slight soapy note, but not really laundry, although it kind of could be a laundry, but it's really not. It's very fresh, a little bit outdoorsy, a little bit of an ozone note. It's nice. It's very nice. Next we have Sensational's Bonsai Tree. It says, the label says green is good. Now this I would normally put in with my floral and plant type scents, but I don't really go by the name of the scent when I categorize them. I go by the way they smell. So this one is called bonsai tree, but it smells fresh, like fresh air, like almost like dewy air, dewy morning air, with a little bit of a mossy note. A little mossy, a little bit natural and green, but not enough to be considered a floral or a plant scent. A little soapy, but not laundry. It's nice. It's a very natural type scent. Next one we have the Sensational's Fusion Marine, which you would think would be a watery scent, but I really don't think it is. It smells more like a fresh air scent to me. It's light, and I haven't melted it yet, but it's fresh. It's a little salty. I can't really discern what this is. It's very, very fresh. In fact, if I rub it, I can actually bring out the scent a little bit more. That's better. Yeah, it's a fresh, kind of a little bit of a salty fragrance. I guess it could be considered a sort of marine type scent. It's kind of a nondescript fresh scent. It's nice though. Sensational's White Water. Again, not exactly. It doesn't smell like a water scent. The label says a cedar and citrus cascade. All right. Well, I don't smell cedar or citrus. In fact, this is very close to a laundry scent. That's a little bit more salty than a laundry scent. This is Sensational's white water. I don't smell citrus. I don't smell cedar at all. Well, maybe. Maybe a hint of cedar? No, no, this is really more of a little bit more of a salty, fresh scent. I don't know where cedar or citrus comes from. I don't smell that at all. Next, we have Sensational's Thai Ginger. You would think that would be more of a maybe a bakery or food type scent, but it's not. It actually doesn't really smell. It doesn't smell foody at all. Not even a little bit. When I smell this, I do get the hint of ginger. You know, ginger just has kind of an earthy scent, but this is not a food type spice scent. It really smells like fresh air. I smell a little bit of the ginger, but it smells fresh. I also smell maybe a slight citrus, very slight lemony scent, and a little bit of a mossy, earthy, mossy, fresh scent with maybe a hint of lemon. I do smell the ginger. This is definitely more of a fresh air scent to me than a food scent. Next, we have Mainstay's Garden Rain. This one smells very ozone-y. In fact, this might actually be more of a water scent. It's not quite as sweet. It does have a little bit more of a watery scent, maybe a little bit mossy. It smells like rain, really, but not quite as watery. It's very, very ozone-y and mossy. Maybe a little bit of a natural type of scent. I like that. It's different. In fact, that actually might be more of a water scent than a fresh air scent. Next we have Sensational's Rain. Just plain old rain. And let's see how this one smells. Oh, this one is very ozone-y. It's almost like what you would expect on a rainy day with a lot of fog and mist. It almost has that kind of a foggy, misty type. Come on, there we go. Foggy, misty type of a scent for some reason. It's fresh, natural, very ozone-y. I can't even explain what ozone-y smells like. It's almost like a... Oh, it's different. It's like a very wet day. Like almost, not moldy, but ozone-y. I can't even explain it, but it's a nice natural scent. Next is Sensational's Big Sur. The description is wildflowers and whale watching. Big Sur, I believe this one has been discontinued by Sensationals. I'm not sure. This one is very, very fresh. In fact, very fresh, salty air. I do smell a little bit of a flower note and a little bit of lemon, but it's more like a sour, maybe like a sour, bitter lemon, but it's a very slight note, just enough to make it smell really fresh. It's not really that sweet. It's a very, very nice, fresh, very fresh scent. That's the only way I can describe it. Next we have Better Homes and Gardens Saltwater Winds. And this one is like rain. It's very ozone-y, but it's more salty. It's not... Let me compare them. Yeah, the rain is definitely more mossy, whereas the Saltwater Winds is more salty. And I can almost smell, and this is still, I still really don't consider this a water scent because it just doesn't have that watery note. But it's very salty and fresh, like a nice, fresh, breezy day. That was Better Homes and Gardens, Saltwater Winds. Next we have Sensational's Yin and Yang. And this one, this is fresh, a little bit ozone-y, and also minty, but not enough to be, it's kind of on the border of a spa scent, but not quite minty enough for me to consider it a spa scent, but it's kind of on the border. It does have a minty quality, but not really peppermint, more of just a straight mint. And it's fresh, but not like a salty fresh, not like it's definitely a fresh smell. A relaxing fresh smell. Next we have Metro 201 Ocean Escape. Metro 201 is actually made by Sensationals. I believe, however, that the Metro 201 line has been discontinued. I got this at Bed Bath & Beyond. This one is it's an interesting, different scent. Ocean Escape. It's kind of a weird smell. I think a lot of people might not like this because it definitely smells salty. It's not really that fresh. It's almost, I don't want to say moldy. It smells, actually, I call this one Dad, because it smells like my dad. My dad's shirts and his clothes smells like this. It almost smells like the smell from an older person's home. Not like in a bad way, not like mothballs or it's almost like maybe I guess it is kind of almost maybe like a stale, yeah, that's the way I would describe it, like a stale, salty soap smell, but not in a bad way. It's different. It does smell kind of stale, but it's not because it's old, it's just that's the scent. It's a different scent. I mean, it works for me. I like it. I just can't explain it. It's almost, like I said, it's like an older person's home. That's the only way I can describe it. Next one we have is Ashland Mountain Air. And this one is, this one's nice. This is almost a laundry scent. In fact, it smells soapy. Smells very clean, soapy, maybe a very slight hint of lemon, but barely noticeable. Even less than, which one was it? That Big Sur? I think I smelled lemon in Big Sur. Yeah, even way less than that. It's barely noticeable. Clean, soapy, almost like a bar of soap. But not laundry. Maybe it's this actually might be laundry. But it doesn't have that harsh laundry scent. It's a very nice, mellow, clean, fresh, soapy scent with a very mild hint of lemon. Next we have Sensational's Fusion Lavender Glow. This to me does not smell anything like lavender. And this also does smell, it does have a little bit of a laundry scent to me. It's not as salty as the Ashland Mountain Air, but it's a kind of a plain, I guess it is kind of a soapy smell. Maybe a hint of lavender, but if there is lavender in it, it's very slight. Barely there. It's a nice scent. Next we have Sensational's Blue Agave. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Not sure what agave is. I believe it's some kind of, maybe a cactus that you get syrup from. I'm not sure. It smells like, it smells good. It's sweeter than the rest of these here, but it's still not a watery type scent. Or is it? It's sweet, almost has a little bit of a floral, a little bit of a mossy, I can't even maybe very slight peppery, perhaps? If so, it's a very barely noticeable Almost like a little, this is, yeah, it's different. It's mossy, sweet, a little peppery. It's good. This one is Sensational's Phenomenon. And this smells like, this is very fresh air. Smells a lot like Lavender Glow. A lot. No, it really doesn't. It smells like mountain air, maybe. No, not really. It just, It's fresh with a very, very, very slight, perhaps a woodsy or a smoky note, but barely there. Barely there. A little salty. Not really, maybe, not really too soapy. Like, kind of like the outdoors. This is a nice one. And then we have Glade Crisp Waters. Again, I don't think it smells like a water scent. I think it smells more like a fresh air scent. And I've used quite a few of these. Well, maybe, you know what? It might be a water scent. It's kind of right on the edge. It is kind of sweet. It does have a little bit of that water quality. Maybe a very, very slight lemony, perhaps. A little ozone-y. Not quite as soapy as some of the others. It's pretty nice. And then last we have Yankee Simply Home Bamboo. And this one, I don't remember what it smelled like when I melted half of it or a quarter of it. But it smells like, this might actually be a watery scent. It's quite sweet, and it has more of a green natural scent. But it also smells like fresh air. Maybe even a very, very slight spice or a mossy, almost like a mildewy scent. So I'm not sure about this one, but it does smell fresh. So those are all the fresh, clean air type scents that I have. Again, I haven't included any laundry, soap, detergent, cotton type scents, but I'll do that in a separate video. And I also did not include any watery type scents, which are very, very close to this, but they have more of a, like I said, almost like a thirst quenching, water, sweet type of a scent. And I didn't include those in this. And again, those will be in a separate video too. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And have a good day.